friends, I'm Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles, and welcome to my channel. I'm filming in the breezy outside today. It's very nice out here, very fresh, and because it's the afternoon already, the lighting inside the house is very bad, so I've decided to come out here outside of my balcony. Now recently, you know, my Facebook feed test the call for a pattern came up, you know, and it was a company called Love Notions. They have women's, children's, men's patterns, you know. But anyway, what attracted me to apply for this tester core was the line drawings of this dress. Now this is a dress that's been released yesterday, so you can purchase the pattern now, and the link is down below. It's not an affiliate link, by the way. I really like the line drawings. I like the neckline, so I'll insert the line drawing here. The dress is called Sonata dress, and it's got several options, you know, with sleeves, without sleeves, you know. And the neckline, I just love that neckline, and it sort of looks like this neckline, doesn't it? So I self-drafted this blouse last year. It was a refashion, and to just make it a bit more different, I made that neckline, you know, like this. Very similar, but only that one ends in a V there. This one's more rounded, but I like the look, and I like that dress as soon as I saw it. So I applied, and I was fortunate to be selected to test the pattern. So Tammy, the designer, very lovely. She listens to all the feedback. You know, it was a really nice process to be involved in testing that dress. This dress is designed to be made out of a woven fabric, anywhere from cottons to rayons, silks, but then you would have to line the very thin fabrics, right? And the ease across the dress is different, so the ease is not the same for different body parts. And very helpful, Tammy, the designer, she included like a picture where she showed how the intended fit was designed, and I think it's really helpful. So I'll insert the picture here where you can see the bust has an ease of 2 to 3 inches, the waist 8 to 10 inches, and the hips 4 to 6. So there is more ease at the waist because on the back part of the dress there is an elastic just at the waistline, just on the back. Now, one of my hard rules of fashion, for me at least, is no gathering at the waist. There is just no way I'm going to be making anything gathered. Anyway, gathering, elastic, by machine, anything. But I will bend that rule if it's just on the back, because I want to keep my front part of me flat, you know. I want that to stay flat, and I don't want volume there. So I like this dress because in the front it doesn't have any gathering. It's nicely fitted bodice with darts on the bust and here under the bust. So I really like that. This is almost an empire cut. I mean, I think it would be between your waist and fully empire, because empire cut is like right under the breast, but this one is about 2 inches above your natural waist, but it's not actually right under your bust either. I think it's really flattering, and ladies of all shapes and heights and everything, they all looked really nice with this dress, really flattering, you know. Now I made the toile out of a cotton that I wasn't too attached to. I thought, you know, if I'm not gonna wear it, I'm not gonna wear it, because I did buy that cotton on the street markets in Bolivia for that purpose, for toiles, and I don't make them. Like if I'm doing my normal sewing, I don't do toiles, but for the rare occasion that I do a pattern test, yeah, I think it's worthy of me wasting some fabric, because it's important to get a good fit if you're testing a pattern, right? So you can give the right feedback. Now I did not like the look of this dress with the cotton. For me, I felt really uncomfortable because the dress is sort of like A-line, a bit more than A-line. Yeah, I think for a really flowy fabric, it has a much better result. Here are my notes, by the way. So I made my version in that quilter's cotton. The bodice, everything was perfect. I like the back, everything. The only thing I didn't like was how it was hanging from under my bust down. It was like hanging straight down, and it made me look really pregnant. But anyway, that was just one of the first versions. Once some of the width was taken out of the back skirt, so some of the volume was taken out of the back. And then I made my definite dress, my first definite dress, in a black viscose. Totally changed. It just felt differently, very beautiful. So before I start keep blabbing about the dress, I want to show you some of the process. So it's very, very easy dress to construct. I'm going to show you how I did the neckline, and then I'll be right back. So that's all coming in now. This is how I did my layout. There's a fold there and the fold on the other side with the selvage there in the middle. So I folded it just like both sides into the middle. I put the skirts and the bodice pieces on fold, and I'm going to get facings from those two pieces, and I'll have like a tiny strip left over. I think I've used 1.2 meters for my layout. Here you can see I've interfaced the facings for the neckline, and I've already attached the sides, the shoulder seams for the front and the back bodices, and to the facings as well. I think you do need some light interfacing. I have already pinned all the neckline. I've marked a dot there that is going to be my reference to get that really nice crisp V that I need. Oh, my camera's a bit shaky, but yeah, I'm going to sew just under that dot there to get a good result. Wow, I'm going crazy with this camera, but yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew all that around there. Should be pretty easy, not really. So here I'm sewing that neckline, quite straightforward. All the parts where I have to pivot, I do really slow down and take it nice and slow so that it turns out nice and accurate there. Especially when I'm getting to that V, I really slow down the machine. And as I'm getting to that V point there, I do actually do some hand wheeling. I really wanted to get perfect results there. Here you can see where I've stitched right under that dot, like it was my plan. Now in this area I do lots of snipping. Some people just snip one, like where I've done that one there, but I do heaps of snipping because I want that curve to be able to turn really nicely when I do my understitching. So I take my time and just snip away. It can get a bit tedious, you know, but it's really important to do it. There on those corners, I actually snip those away. Then I'm turning them under. All those little corners, I'm turning them under, getting ready for understitching. Understitching is a must. Now there, I'm catching all that seam underneath, and because it's got a curve and it's like hard to keep that seam allowance to the right side, I'm pinning it. So I'm gonna put 2 pins there to facilitate my beginning of understitching on that corner. Now I can't really start on the corner, but as close as I can get my sewing machine, I will do that. There you can see me arranging the fabric, and there. So I'm going to start there, all the process of understitching. This can take a while. I mean, I take it really nice and slowly. I do want to get a really nice result. So there I go, understitching. Here is a close-up of the other side. I've already finished that. I'm showing you some understitching there. Now that little curve, it is a bit difficult to understitch. You can see my understitching isn't perfect, but it does do the job of keeping the facing on the inside. So it is imperative to do that understitching for sure. I'm turning this around so you can see how it looks nice and crisp. I still need to iron this. This is viscose, so it creases like crazy. I'm quite happy with how that looks. Now that is the back bodice attached to the back skirt, and it's instructed to do it with a 1-inch seam allowance. Now that being overlocked and all will serve as a casing, and the elastic will go in through there. So I think it's quite clever to do it like that. You press the seam upwards, and the front bodice that attaches to the front skirt is only attached with a 1 centimeter seam allowance. There you can see I've done all my darts, my bust darts on the side and on the front. And there is that 1 centimeter seam allowance. So you can see all the process, and what you can see there is some of it is from one dress and some from the other. Anyway, I'll show you the black one first. I really like how they turned out, and you know, you can't really see black, but I really wanted a little black dress. I didn't have any that was more of a everyday, you know, wear dress, black dress. I have a lace black dress, but that I can't just go out, you know, wear it. It's for special occasions, you know. So I made this dress out of this really flowy viscose, very nice. I really like it. You can't even see anything because it's black, you know. It's very hard to show black things. It's got that elastic there at the back. You can see it went through the casing. That was that bigger seam allowance that you had at the back. Very easy dress to make after you've done the neckline. So as you can see, in every single dress I make, I do the shoulder seams, I tackle the neckline, and then I go on and do all the rest of the stuff. And that saves me from doing stay stitching and things that I don't like, you know. So this is one of the dresses. Gorgeous dress. I really, really like it. Yeah, what to say. I really like it. Then the blue one, I chose this other one. Another viscose, but this was thicker, but still gorgeous drape on this one. And it's a navy blue with these humongous flowers. I'm going to show you up closer. With like brown and or I love it. Love the combination of like orangey with navy blue. So very, very flowy. I finished my armholes with bias tape, which is recommended in the pattern with binding. And maybe here you can see the neckline better. See, it goes there. It's very crisp. It's understitching in there. Very nice. And at the back, the gathering. So this is really flattering. I found it really flattering to have that gathering there. And yeah, the bodice fits really well. I'm very fortunate in this test to not have needed to make any adjustments. I just cut out a straight size L, large, with a C cup, and that's really nice because she has A, B, C, D, all those cups. You know, you can choose your cup size and your bodice is gonna fit. And even the length, I cut the exact length and it hits me right exactly where I want it to be. So yeah, I didn't have much feedback to give on the fit because it was perfect for me. It was just perfect. So I am gonna like show you me moving around now in it. I filmed myself a short little clip of me wearing it. You can see how the skirt flows. I really like it, really like it. And I have a few photos as well of both the dresses, the black dress and the blue dress. And I'll pop in those now. I'm super happy with my dresses. What I like about them the most is that neckline. Love the neckline. And the skirt, because it's not a pencil skirt, it's not a half circle skirt, it's not even a quarter circle skirt, but it's nicely bigger enough to be flowy and just nice. My preferred type of skirt, definitely. I mean, this dress is, yeah, 100%. Cool. So the link is down below if you like the dress and you want to purchase it from Love Notion Patterns. Very nice pattern, and I'm very happy to be able to have tested it. Cool. See you soon. Bye.